position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Field, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Strachan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left. But that's a little old school for me already.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Nelson. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
I know it was incomplete, and I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He's got it. And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
To the air, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the score. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and in third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The give from the gun. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Hey, make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads to the right. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense in a bunch formation. Finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. In incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Barney. Turning it on. Bounced off his feet.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires toward the end zone. A strike downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they have the 1st points of the game. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Spits it out to the back. Oh, play it's intercepted. Touchdown, Cornhusker. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Mills. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now.
All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Going to try to get it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over
know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. It's a running route, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick completion on the out route. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? Back to pass, it's Raiola. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
This time on target. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Crockett. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Make sure that one fell incomplete.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
To throw, it's Raiola. Caught near the sticks, it's Tracy. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback making adjustments. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll operate out of split backs. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. No, he got loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tracy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Jordan. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He might want another play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Mills. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently, they live in the second world as this coach.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the run. Runs through the tackle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Dances away. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 20. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Maiava. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback may change this route. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finds a man on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. The short hands. It's Barney. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Cornhuskers look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He lets one fly deep. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. wants to go up top. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck zero, and the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Man, that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.